Where do I start? So, I just watched a heartbreaking video of a young lady, and she was talking about her job at Starbucks. And it was heartbreaking because her and the majority of her staff, I don't know where they were located, but they were expecting to be laid off because if you haven't watched the news lately, Starbucks is doing a mass layoff. So Starbucks have decided to close lots of stores, which obviously means they don't need the employees, and a lot of employees are going to be laid off. And it breaks my heart because I've been there where you know that day is coming. You know your time is up. You know that this last paycheck is potentially, or the next paycheck is pretty much your last. And so now most people are already paycheck to paycheck. And if they're not, they're paycheck to every other paycheck. They're very close to it. There's not a lot of people living in abundance. It's just not, sadly, because there's so much abundance in this world. And I'm not talking about, you know, the people who put in the work and build businesses. I'm not on here to call them greedy or anything like that. They put in the work. They deserve the payoff. You don't put in the work, you deserve the payoff. Either way it goes, whether you put in the work or not, you still deserve the payoff. I'm not somebody who makes $10 million a year or anything like that. I'd love to. There's nothing wrong with it. I hope you get there or whatever it is you want to get to. But there are average people out here who might not have a paycheck next week. And listening to this video of this young lady and her group of employees, they're on the cusp of losing their job, which means they're going to lose what? Their paycheck. What do I always talk about on this channel? I always grill you on the fact, not the idea, not the thought, the fact that your job is not safe, it's not secure. It's not safe, it's not secure. Now, if you lose your job, what does that mean for your paycheck? Obviously, you lose your paycheck too. If you lose your job, they're not going to pay you anymore from that job. They're not just going to pay you for not coming to work, unless you're Kawhi Leonard. But for the rest of us, you have to go to work. And so this broke my heart because I've been in that situation. I can empathize with this young lady. When you have a family, when you have kids, you have someone you're responsible for, more than one. You have bills that don't give a darn about whether or not your paycheck is coming. These bills are coming. Your rent is coming, your mortgage is coming, your car note is coming, your insurance is coming, your phone is coming, your daycare is coming. It's coming. It does not consult with you to see if it's a good time for your rent bill to show up. Hey, is this a good time for your electricity bill to just checking? If it's not a good time, we'll come back next month. But this doesn't work like that. Life doesn't consult you. It just happens. When your bills are due, or when it's the time of the month for your bills to come due, are they ever late? Your bills are never late, huh? Never. Not one time. And trust me, I know what it's like to not have enough money and way too much money. I know what it's like to get an extension on your utilities. Hey, I need an extension. I don't have the money. How long can you give me? And then call back when the extension is due and ask for an extension on the extension. I've done it. I've done it. I've been there to where, hey, when with your power and utilities in South Louisiana, because I've been evicted more than 5 times easily. And in South Louisiana, that's why I always say, like, you guys sit on here, a lot of you, and you're okay with being average, you're okay with struggle life. I'm not. I've been through that. I don't want that no more. And I ain't afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to talk about how much I hated being poor, how much I hated being born into poverty. Single mom with 8 kids, boys in one room, girls in the other. There was never a time where we had all utilities at once. If we had running water, we didn't have electricity. We didn't have everything at once. We couldn't have it. So I know what it's like to open a cabinet, open a refrigerator hungry, and there's no food. I know what it's like to wear hand-me-down clothes and get teased. So I was in a lot of fights. But, I know what it's like to go through that. Guess what? It ain't fun. So you never hear me sit here and say, hey, look, just get through life. Just live below your means. Do what you can. Just try to make the most out of this life. No, that's too close to losing. You've got to exceed. You've got to go above and beyond. 90% of people are going to play it safe. 90% of people are going to live below their means, stay in their comfort zone, just try to make it by. If that's how you think, if that's your vocabulary and your mindset, you're going to struggle through this life. I encourage you not to think and feel that way. When I wake up in the morning, I make declarations. Hey, I want to make $1 million a year to provide for my family. When my kids get married, I want to buy them houses. I want to make minimum of $1 million a year. How do I do that? Is there a job that can give that to me with my level of education and expertise? No, not even close. Okay, then what can I do? Well, I can create a business and grow the business myself, right? I can create a business, learn the business, get better at it, and maybe in the next year or two, I could be at $1 million a year. Okay, that sounds better. That sounds better. Let's do that. Again, just heartbreaking to see people suffering like that. And I don't know. I could just hear the hurt. I don't know her situation. She's not the only one. She won't be the last. I continue to say jobs are not safe. They're not secure. Don't trust them. You have your job today. Thank God. Please don't forget not to trust it. Understand it can be gone tomorrow. I'm thankful you have that job today, but you can lose it tomorrow. So please, please go ahead and hedge and protect yourself. Because if you wake up in the morning to an email that says you're no longer needed, what are you going to do now? So most people are going to wait to get wiped out. I talk about this in my videos about AI. Most people are just going to sit by, do nothing, wait to get wiped out, wait to get that notice, go into their pity party, invite everyone they know, and just suffer. Just suffer and make excuses. Terrible. You know why? Because if you're watching this video, you've already been warned. If you've watched anything on the internet, you've already been warned. You know AI is here. What are you talking about? You know jobs are being dismissed over and over. What are you thinking? Starbucks, probably one of the highest revenues. I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me. Didn't their CEO make like 100 million or 200 million last year? Come on. They have the money, but these companies don't care about you. It is not that they cannot afford you. They can afford you. They just don't want to afford you. They just don't want to afford you. And you've got to understand, see, these companies are going to be selfish, and it's not a bad thing. It's the business going to do what the business does. If they don't want you, they're going to let you go. If they don't need you, they're going to let you go. If they figure they can close offices, cut expenses, channel that money into something more profitable, an area more profitable. Say, for instance, where I live here in DFW, right? So I swear there's a Starbucks on every corner. There might be a Starbucks at every house. It's that bad. But let's say, and I don't even like Starbucks, by the way. So even if they were responsible for this channel, I'd say that I don't like their coffee at all. So, but think about it. The Starbucks can close 10 offices, eliminate, I don't know, 500 jobs with that cut, and then take that salary, that expenses, all those expenses, move it to an area that's already booming and just double down on the area. That's what these companies do. They reallocate the funds. They send it, where are we hot? Where are we not? We're not hot. Cancel that. Move that money into another project. Double down on the advertising in this area and let's blow it up. Starbucks don't need to win in Timbuktu, Mississippi. Right? They don't need to win in Bust Down, Alabama. They don't need to win there. They don't need to win in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. That's a real place. They don't need to win there. It's not the small markets that make a difference. That's not moving their share price. They need to win in big cities. But again, just thinking about what that young lady's going through and the hurt. And I've been through it. Again, a lot of you have been through it. And if you haven't been through it, for a lot of you, unfortunately, you're about to. Where, hey, I don't have another paycheck. I have no other source of income coming in. And you're telling me that you're about to let me go. You're telling me and this staff, this is our last week. That when the doors close on Friday, we don't come back here. Is that what you're saying? Yes. And it's heartbreaking because you don't want to lose. You want to win. You don't want to struggle. You want to be successful. No one in their right minds wants to get out here and just struggle through life. I don't. I know you don't. That's why I'm the whistleblower. That's why I keep blowing this whistle. That's why I keep tattletaling on the industry. That's why I keep giving away the secrets, giving away the sauce, telling you, hey, listen, I know you have a job today. I'm grateful you do. I know you're thankful. That's an awesome thing. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you keep it as long as you need it. But here's what I need you to understand. There's probably coming a day sooner than later where they're not going to need you. They're going to let you go. There could be signs. It could be right out of the blue. We don't know. But they're going to try to let you go at some point. They don't like you as much as you like them. Trust me. You're making emotional decisions. They can't let me go. They need me. They're making business decisions. She costs too much. Fire her. And they're going to let you go. And you're going to be sitting there going, now how do I get paid? How do I make money? How do I pay my bills, take care of my family? And I'm going to say, hey, didn't I tell you that your job wasn't safe, never trust it? Sure, go to it. Be thankful for it. Put in that work. But when you get off from work, you need to be working on your job, your business, your additional source of income. What is your next stream of income? What are you working on now? Where's your money going to come from 6 months from now? They fired you, they let you go. Oh, okay. Who warned you about that? Did I not say that? Well, what if you're wrong, Sean? I hope that I'm wrong. I hope you don't get fired. I hope you don't get laid off. That's my hope. That's my goal. I don't want you to lose your job. I want to be wrong. But I don't feel like I am wrong, sadly. This is one of the cases where I wish I was wrong. And I wish you can tell me a year from now that I was wrong. That would be a great day. But just in case I'm not, let's get prepared. Just in case I'm right about this, let's be ready. Just in case. So You're sitting at home, your job's gone, your income's gone, your bills are still due. Your bills still need to be paid. Now what do you do? And that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to prevent you from having to experience. You think it hurts getting fired? Wait until you get home and you find out there's no other money coming in. It's one thing to be fired and then you have another source of income anyway, where you're like, yeah, they let me go, but I do have this. I do bake cookies on weekends. I don't know, blow up balloons for parties on the weekends. I do, have a middleman business where I connect people who mount televisions to customers. I do have something. I do have something. So it's not complete dead end. I do have something, right? I do have something. And I hope that's your situation where you're going, oh, they did let me go. Ah, that's unfortunate, but hey, don't cry for me. I do have something. Yeah, I was watching this guy's video and he told me that, to be prepared just in case my job wasn't there a year from now. And so I got prepared. What'd you do? I did this, I did that. You fill in the blank. I created a middleman business. I started matching home cleaners with customers who needed it in my apartment complex. It makes 2,500 a month. Not a ridiculous amount, but it's something. Or you could build one that booms and you can make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. It's up to you. But I just wanted to use that, what she posted, to just let you know, just to reiterate, these companies, they don't like you as much as you think they do. They're not waiting for you. They don't need you. And if they need you today, they're trying to figure out a way to not need you tomorrow. So the real question is, now that you know, now that you're aware, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be prepared or are you going to be left behind? What are you going to do? Because if you lose your paycheck, that means your kids lose their paycheck. I'm just saying. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. If you're worried about your job, let me know in the comments. If you've seen people get just slaughtered, mass layoffs, just slaughtered, let me know in the comments. If you have an opinion about where we're headed in the job market, let me know. Share it. I appreciate all comments. If I see it, I'll get a chance to respond to it. If you're a new subscriber, smash thumbs up. Let me know you subscribe. I'll shout you out. And if you don't know how to make money when you're not at work, then that's what you need to figure out. If you want me to teach you how to use your phone to make money by creating a middleman business, just put the word middleman in the comments. I teach people how to build businesses from their phones by connecting customers with business owners or service providers, i.e., home cleaners, movers, plumbers, roofers, pest control, TV mounting, garage repair, hauling, junking, whatever, any service. If that's something you want to learn, Sean, teach me how to build a middleman business connecting people who need party bounce houses with somebody who provides it and making $100, $150 every time I book a customer, then just put the word middleman in the comments below. So we'll see if we can find a right fit for you. Congrats to all the new students who just enrolled. Can't wait to work with you guys. We're going to build successful businesses. And if you guys are sitting there thinking, what in the world is a middleman business? Go to Book and Move. You see my shirt, bookandmove.com. It's my moving service. But here's the catch. I don't move anybody. I don't own any trucks. I don't own dollies. I don't even have a crew. I don't do any moving. I just built a platform where customers who need moving come to my platform, book the move, pay me $150 deposit minimum. That goes right to me on an alert. And I get alerted that I just got paid. And then the movers who pay me to be on my website, one day I'll break all this down for you, and show you a little bit behind the scenes. But They get an alert that a job is available. They claim it. They go out and do the work. I do videos. I go to breakfast with friends. Right. All right. I got to go. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please don't leave yourself in a position where if you lose that paycheck, you lose everything. These companies are trying to let you go. I'm just here to warn you. Okay.